Remember a time when family holidays meant everyone physically present at one table? When greetings were delivered in envelopes and photographs were carefully pasted into albums? Today, we live in a completely different reality. The digital era has radically changed our holiday rituals, bringing new colors and opportunities, but simultaneously posing important questions. Family celebrations, which remained essentially unchanged for centuries, have transformed beyond recognition in the last 20 years. Grandmothers are mastering video calls, children send parents animated stickers instead of cards, and photo albums have migrated to cloud storage. We have learned to celebrate together, even when thousands of kilometers apart. But what have we gained and what have we lost with these changes? Do technologies truly bring us closer, or do they create an illusion of closeness? Can digital holidays preserve the warmth and sincerity that make family celebrations special? We have yet to find answers to these questions. Half a century ago, a paper greeting card was an indispensable part of any celebration. We carefully selected it in the store, thought over the congratulatory text, and took it to the post office. Each such card became a tangible symbol of attention, care, and love. In the 90s, telegrams and the first SMS messages picked up this baton, concise, yet still personal signs of attention. With the advent of the 2000s, a true revolution in greetings began. Electronic cards with animation and music, sent via email, seemed like the pinnacle of technology. But time passed, and now social networks have completely changed the ritual of congratulations. A public post on the birthday person's wall has become the new norm. Now it's important not only to congratulate, but also to show everyone that you did it. Psychologists note an interesting phenomenon. Digital greetings are perceived differently than traditional ones. They have less emotional depth, but greater reach. With one click, we can congratulate dozens of people, but each such greeting becomes less significant. Studies show that a handwritten card still evokes a stronger emotional response than even the most creative message in a messenger. A new social ritual has also emerged: public congratulations on social media. This is no longer just a sign of attention, but a kind of social performance demonstrating the status of relationships. The number of likes under a congratulation becomes a measure of its significance. We create entire photo collages, record video greetings, use special filters and effects, all to make our congratulations stand out among dozens of others. "Grandma, do you see us? And we see you!" This phrase has become a new holiday ritual for millions of families around the world. Video calls, once a technological marvel, have transformed into an indispensable bridge between loved ones separated by distance. Today, a festive table can unite people physically located on different continents. Psychologists note an amazing effect. The virtual presence of a loved one truly creates a sense of emotional intimacy. Research shows that video communication activates the same brain areas as real-life interaction. We see facial expressions, hear intonations, notice emotional reactions. All that is lost in text messages. New family rituals are forming around video calls. A virtual toast with glasses raised before the camera. Synchronous blowing out of candles on birthday cakes across the screen. Demonstrating gifts from both sides of the screen. These actions may seem strange to old-fashioned people, but for modern families, they have become a natural part of holiday culture. This became especially noticeable during the pandemic, when millions of people were forced to master remote communication technologies. Grandparents, who previously shied away from gadgets, suddenly discovered that a video call could bring the joy of a meeting, albeit a virtual one. Many families admit that after the forced digitalization of communication, they started connecting more often than before the pandemic. Remember those funny pictures with cats and captions that we send each other on holidays? Memes, stickers, and GIFs have become the new language of emotional communication in the digital age. They allow a single image to convey what previously required long phrases or couldn't even be expressed in words. Holiday communication has gained a new visual dimension, where meaning is conveyed through cultural codes and references understandable only to a certain circle of people. Themed Christmas memes with Kevin from, quote, New Year's stickers with champagne, or Easter gifts with bunnies. All of this forms a special visual language of 21st century holidays. Sociologists note an interesting phenomenon. Holiday memes become a powerful tool for strengthening group identity. When family members or friends exchange jokes understandable only to them, it creates a sense of belonging to a special circle of initiates. Family chats turn into real incubators of microculture with their own jokes, visual traditions, and even their own memes. In our family, we have a tradition every New Year to send each other a photoshopped image of our cat in a Santa hat, says Maria from Yekaterinburg. It started by accident, but now the holiday is unthinkable without this meme. It's especially interesting to observe how generations merge through visual humor in family chats. Grandparents, who initially struggled to understand the meaning of memes, gradually not only begin to read them, but also create their own. Some elderly people even become the main suppliers of stickers and gifts in family chats, finding in this a new way of self-expression and connection with the younger generation. Yellowed pages of family photo albums, carefully inscribed dates on the back of pictures, boxes with old negatives. All this is rapidly becoming a thing of the past. Today, our memories live in cloud storage, and festive moments are instantly published on Instagram and other social networks. The evolution of ways to document celebrations has changed not only the format of storing memorable moments, but also the very approach to celebrating. In the past, photos were taken for oneself and loved ones. Now, a celebration increasingly turns into a kind of performance for a virtual audience. We plan decorations, choose outfits, rehearse smiles. Everything must look perfect in the shots that dozens and sometimes hundreds of people will see. Sociologists speak of the Instagram holiday phenomenon, where preparation for the photo shoot becomes more important than the celebration itself. A paradoxical situation arises. We are so engrossed in documenting happy moments that we sometimes forget to live them. Psychologists call this the observer effect. A person recording an event with a camera emotionally distances themselves from what is happening, transforming from a participant into a spectator. Social approval through likes and comments has become a new element of the festive experience. The number of hearts under a family celebration photo turns into a measure of its success. "My birthday was wonderful, a whole 1,000 likes." Such a phrase no longer surprises anyone. Research shows that positive feedback on social networks stimulates dopamine production, enhancing the feeling of satisfaction from the celebration. The era of digital gifts arrived as swiftly as other technological changes in our lives. Remember a time when a gift absolutely had to be held in your hands, wrapped in rustling paper and tied with a ribbon? Today, we increasingly give each other activation codes, electronic certificates, and virtual items that exist only on the screens of our devices. Gift cards and electronic certificates have become a real salvation for those who don't know what to give or live far from loved ones. With one click, you can send the opportunity to choose a gift yourself. But something intangible is lost in this process. Studies show that physical gifts evoke a stronger emotional response than their digital counterparts. A material object activates tactile sensations and is remembered as part of one's personal space. However, digital gifts have also created new rituals. Joint online shopping has turned into a unique form of leisure and relationship building. Even though my mom and I live in different cities, every year before her birthday we have a video call and choose her gift together in an online store, says Anna from Novosibirsk. This is our new tradition. The phenomenon of gift crowdfunding has also emerged, where relatives and friends chip in for an expensive present through special platforms or simply via transfers. Such collective gifts are often accompanied by a joint video greeting or a virtual card with signatures from all participants. The most unexpected trend has been completely virtual gifts, from skins for avatars in games to NFT art. For the younger generation, such presents can hold even greater value than material things. A virtual jacket for a character in a favorite game might evoke more delight than real clothing. Distance is no longer an obstacle for family celebrations. Virtual holidays have become a new reality, where technology creates the effect of shared presence. Watching movies together through synchronization services allows families scattered across different cities to enjoy their favorite Christmas comedies or New Year's concerts together. Special platforms synchronize playback, and built-in chats provide the opportunity to comment on what's happening in real time. Board games, which for centuries united families around the holiday table, have also migrated to the digital space. Virtual versions of Monopoly, Mafia, or card games allow for maintaining the spirit of competition and fun. And for those who prefer intellectual entertainment, there are online quizzes with the option of forming family teams. Organizing such events requires a certain level of technical preparation. It's important to choose a platform accessible to all participants, including the older generation. Often, one of the younger family members takes on the role of technical coordinator, providing instructions and test connections in advance. But even the most advanced technologies cannot fully solve all the problems of virtual celebrations. Time zone differences, unstable internet connections, technical glitches, all of this can overshadow the holiday. Psychologists also note another problem: digital fatigue. After several hours of video communication, many experience emotional exhaustion that does not occur with live contact. However, innovative solutions are also emerging. Some families experiment with augmented reality elements, creating the illusion of absent family members being present at the holiday table. Others practice parallel dinners, where everyone cooks the same dishes according to family recipes, creating the effect of a single feast. Modern holidays are increasingly becoming hybrid. They exist simultaneously in the physical and digital worlds, combining the warmth of real communication with the capabilities of technology. This is not just a compromise, but a new, enriched form of family celebrations, utilizing the best of both dimensions. The Kovalev family has created an amazing New Year's tradition, an AR quest to find gifts. The younger family members follow clues in a special app, while the older generation, located in other cities, watches the process via video broadcast and provides additional hints. This unites all of us, despite the distances, says Irina Kovaleva. Grandma from Vladivostok feels like a part of the celebration in Moscow. Another example is virtual photo zones, where chroma key technologies create the illusion of all family members being present in one picture. For my anniversary, we took a group photo, even though my brother was in Canada, shares Alexei from St. Petersburg. The technology is so perfect that in the picture you can't tell who was physically in the room and who was virtually present. Hybrid holiday games are particularly interesting. For instance, when part of the family plays a board game at a real table and remote participants join via an app, seeing the same game board and moving pieces with instructions. Or quizzes, where teams are formed from relatives present and those connected online. The digital age has gifted us a unique phenomenon: digital nostalgia. Family photo albums have moved to cloud storage, and festive moments are now stored as gigabytes of data. But does this mean that memories have become less valuable? Far from it. They have simply taken on a new form. Modern technologies allow us not just to store, but to revive the past with incredible precision. Time capsule apps, which automatically create video compilations from photos taken a year ago, transport us back to past holidays with astonishing emotional power. Smart algorithms select the best moments, add music, create a narrative. And just like that, tears well up at the sight of Grandma's birthday from last year. Psychologists note an interesting effect. Digital archives form a new type of family identity. When children can view holidays from 5 years ago in high resolution, hear voices, see emotions, this creates a stronger connection to family history than faded photos in an album. Family cloud storage becomes a true digital museum, where every holiday transforms into an exhibit, accessible at any moment. Some families create special rituals for viewing digital archives. Every Christmas, we dedicate an hour to watching videos from past holidays, says Elena from Kazan. This is already a tradition that allows us to see how we've changed, remember those who are no longer with us, and show our children their infant years. Three-dimensional scanning and virtual reality technologies open new horizons for preserving festive moments. Imagine, by putting on VR glasses, you can literally step into last year's New Year, look around, hear the voices and laughter of loved ones. This ability to travel through time, albeit virtually, creates an amazing sense of continuity and uninterrupted family history. "Oh, grandson, I pressed the wrong button again!" This phrase is familiar to millions of young people, helping their grandparents master digital technologies. The generational gap in technological literacy has never been as evident as during family holidays in the age of gadgets. When the pandemic physically separated families, it was the older generation that found themselves in the most vulnerable position, cut off not only from hugs, but also from the very possibility of seeing loved ones. The journey of grandparents into the world of Zoom, Skype, and WhatsApp became a true odyssey, full of amusing misunderstandings and touching discoveries. My 70-year-old mother refused to even try video calls for 3 months, says Irina from Tumen. And now she's the first to create conferences and invite all relatives to virtual tea parties. Research shows that older people who have mastered video communication report a significant improvement in their psychological state and a reduction in feelings of isolation. The process of teaching the older generation new technologies has become an unexpectedly valuable ritual, strengthening intergenerational ties. Grandchildren, patiently explaining how to turn on the camera or share the screen, are not just imparting technical skills, they are creating a new channel of communication and understanding. Psychologists note that such reverse mentoring, where the young teach the old, forms unique, trusting relationships. Grandparents who have overcome the digital barrier often become the most active participants in family video calls. They are the first to connect, the last to leave, and ask the most questions. Their genuine delight at being able to see the faces of loved ones through the screen reminds the younger generation of the value of technologies that we have grown so accustomed to. Technology should unite, not divide. This principle should form the basis of any digital celebration. When creating a warm atmosphere in the virtual space, remember a few important points. Firstly, plan ahead. Send all participants detailed connection instructions, test the connection, and make sure that even technically unsavvy relatives can join without stress. Appoint a digital coordinator from among the younger family members to help resolve any issues. Secondly, create a unified sensory space. Send relatives identical festive kits, whether it's ingredients for preparing a traditional family dish or decorative elements for home decoration. When all participants see, touch, and taste the same thing, a powerful sense of unity arises, despite the distance. Smells and tastes are especially effective. They activate emotional memory more strongly than any visual stimuli. Thirdly, think through the structure of the meeting. Spontaneous communication works great in person, but in an online format, it's better to have a script. Incorporate traditional elements of your holiday into the digital format, be it joint singing, games, or ritual actions. For example, you can organize a virtual toast with synchronous raising of glasses, or joint blowing out candles on a cake. Find a balance between technology and traditions. Use digital tools to enhance, not replace, meaningful rituals. If your family traditionally reads poetry at holidays, maintain this tradition in an online format. If you usually play board games, find their digital counterparts. Remember the different technical capabilities of participants. Choose platforms and formats accessible to all generations. Sometimes a simple video call is better than a complex interactive event if it allows everyone without exception to be included in the celebration. Create digital memory artifacts. Record your virtual meetings, take screenshots, collect photos from different locations into a single collage. These materials will become valuable memories and strengthen the sense of continuity of family history. Imagine a holiday of the future. You put on VR glasses and find yourself at a virtual family table with relatives from all over the world. Grandma from Vladivostok passes you a plate of pies. You reach out your hand and, thanks to haptic gloves, feel the weight of the plate. Uncle from New York raises his glass, and your smart glass on your real table glows, inviting you to join the toast. Sounds fantastic? These are technologies already knocking at our doors. Virtual reality is developing by leaps and bounds. Already today, there are prototypes of systems that transmit not only image and sound, but also haptic sensations, smells, and even temperature. Holographic projections are no longer the stuff of science fiction. The technology of volumetric images is becoming more accessible every year. But the main question is not what technologies will be, but how we use them. Will they be able to preserve what constitutes the essence of a holiday? Human connection? Or will they only create its illusion? Perhaps the future lies in hybrid formats. Imagine a family New Year where some relatives gather physically while others join via holographic projections. Or Christmas, when Grandma's pie materializes on your table thanks to a 3D food printer programmed with her recipe. The main thing is to remember that technology should strengthen human connections, not replace them. If VR glasses help Grandma see grandchildren living on another continent, that's wonderful. If they replace real communication with people sitting in the next room, that's a worrying sign. Preserving the authenticity of holidays in the digital age depends on our conscious choice. Technology is just a tool. We ourselves decide whether they will become a bridge connecting people or a wall separating us.